Ooh, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Let's press start right now. Let's load our game. Let's pick file 3. I said let's pick file 3. And now we have to learn to use Floo Powder. Now, I did a bit of fighting off camera, and I did get Flipendo Duo on Harry, which is pretty nice. However, I guess we'll see how good that is. So we're going to go to the front of the house, and now Ron is talking about that Floo Powder. This is the only chance we get to use Floo Powder. It's usually forbidden to students. You try it, Harry. We'll come right after you. Off to Diagon Alley. Here you go, Harry. You receive Floo Powder. I don't think I learned enough in herbology class to know how to use this flower. It doesn't look very healthy either. Wait, Mum, I don't think Harry's ever traveled by Floo Powder before. Oh dear, if you've never used it before, maybe you shouldn't. He'll be fine. Floo Powder takes you from one fireplace to another. Take a pinch, throw it in the fire, say where you're going, and step in, like this. Diagon Alley. Alright, well, let's give it a shot. Make sure you speak clearly when you go, dear, otherwise you may come out in the wrong fireplace. Diagon Alley. You give up the Floo Powder? This doesn't look like Diagon Alley. I wonder where I am. Well, let's figure that out. We're in Borgin and Burke's, which sounded nothing like what you said, Harry. Starting to think this Floo Powder was a scam. Somebody's coming. I better hide. Alright, so I'm going to get behind the bookcase right there. Who's walking in? Oh, it's Draco and his father. Touch nothing, Draco. I'll get the racing broom I promised you later. When we leave Knockturn Alley. I can't wait to see the look on Potter's face when he sees it. Knockturn Alley. This is where the Dark Wizards shop. Ah, Mr. Malfoy and young Draco too. Welcome to Borgin and Burke's. What might I interest you in today? Nothing, Mr. Borgin. I'm selling, not buying. I have a few objects at home that might cause some embarrassment if the ministry should visit. Will you call upon me tomorrow at the manor and give me an estimate? Of course, Mr. Malfoy. Good day, Mr. Borgin. Come, Draco. Oh, and a very good day to you, Mr. Malfoy. Alright, so I'm assuming I have to... Yeah, I better get out of here. Thanks, Harry. Is there anything in the books I could read about? Well, I did get a Witches and Wizards card. Anything in the fireplace? No. Maybe I could talk to Mr. Borgin? There's nothing for you here, boy. Run along. Alright, so yeah, we're currently in Knockturn Alley, and I'm assuming there's nothing here for a wizard like Harry, so let's just run away. There's an enemy. Should I try fighting him? I'll give it a shot. And something tells me I am not nearly at a high enough level to kill these guys. Let's run away from the giant ogre and the giant rat. You should learn to mind your own business. All right, well, thank you too. Here's Hagrid. Harry, I came looking for flesh-eating slug repellent, and what do I find instead? Hagrid, I got lost. Floo Powder. I don't even know where I am. This is Knockturn Alley. You don't want to be seen around here. You'd best follow me out this way. Okay, then. Here we are, back in Diagon Alley, Harry. It's always an exciting place just before school starts up. Harry, thank goodness. We didn't know where you'd gone. Alright, well, I think I am never using Floo Powder again if that happens. Where'd you wind up, lad? I was in Knockturn Alley. Hagrid found me. Knockturn Alley. Brilliant. You have all the luck, Harry. Luck indeed. If Hagrid hadn't found you, anything could have happened. Well, you're in good hands, Harry, so I'll be off. Mind you stop by Gringotts Bank for money to buy school supplies. Here's the key to your vault. See you later. You receive a vault key. I need to get some money too. Let's go to Gringotts together. Right, that'll be fun. Ron Weasley joins the group. You two run along. We're off for a nice glass of butterbeer. Okay, so this game has a party system, I'm noticing. Which is always nice. So let's check our status. So yeah, here's Harry. And then here is Ron. Ron's at level 4. Harry's at level 5. And they're roughly the same in terms of like stamina and magic. So that's pretty good. So I guess we'll explore Diagon Alley right now. So maybe I could buy something for the trip in the bank. Any potions you want to sell me? Our stock is a bit short right now, but we could buy a Wiggenweld potion, a Pepper Up potion, an antidote, and an anti-paralysis potion, which might be useful because it does definitely seem like that implies. I'll buy one Wiggenweld, one Pepper Up, and then one more Wiggenweld. And then we will probably leave and then just hope that nothing can paralyze me here. Did you hear that Gilderoy Lockhart is giving a book signing today? All right, I'll have to check that out. Here's a card shop, I'm assuming. Yeah, here's a card shop. They sell some candy and some cards, but we're not going to spend anything there. I already spent most of my money on Wiggenweld potions. It might have been worth it to get those pumpkin pasties, but I'm not too sure. Can I buy anything in the broom store? Welcome to Quality Quidditch Supplies, boys. Look at all the Chudley Cannon stuff. They're my favorite Quidditch team. Too bad Mom and Dad can't afford any of it. I'd love to have a team jersey. Sigh. Alright, well, I'm assuming you don't need anything Quidditch related. And if we did, I should probably just buy it once I get money from the bank. However, let's fight an enemy first. Just to see what's going on. So we're going to do Informus right here. Alright, and then let's see what Ron can do. So it looks like instead of card attacks, he could do Scabbers attacks. Let's try a Pack Rat, because that's the only one we have. Throws the rat at the bat, and the rat runs away, seemingly carrying something. So I'm assuming that just, like, gives us more drops. Let's check out the Folio Brucey to see what this bat does. Or see what this bat is weak to. He's weak to Flipendo. Alright. That is good to know. Let's try a Flipendo Uno. We miss. Alright. Let's try a Flipendo Uno. We hit. That does 15. Which is pretty good. Gonna do a Flipendo Uno. Perfect. And I found a Pepper Up potion, which is really good for me. Yeah, let's just go into the bank. I don't need to read the poem on the door this time. Harry's a seasoned professional. Yes. Hello, Griphook. We're here to collect some money for school. Where are your keys? Alright, let's give him the keys. Everything is in order. Follow me and please keep your hands inside the cart while it's moving. It causes such a fuss when they're bitten off. Okay. Follow me, please. We'll use a secret corridor that will take us directly to your vaults. And Harry trips. They should make the floors more even in here. I trip every time I visit. Wait for us. We better try to catch up to Griphook. I'm not sure we could find the vaults on our own. Alright. Well, there's an antidote hidden in here. See if there's anything else back here, maybe? No. Maybe anything in this frame. Witches and Wizards card, always nice. Let's see what kind of enemies we're working with here as well. So we got a green bat. I'm assuming you're weak to Flipendo again, but I guess just to be sure. Then we'll try Pack Rat. I gotta say, I think I really like this. And Ron is poisoned. He's only taken 5 damage, though. Let's see what this bat is weak to. This green bat, this Mortis bat, is weak to everything. But he resists nothing, and he can poison. So pretty much everything we've already seen. And then, yeah, we see the ghoul and the giant rat that we did not want to fight before. Let's try Verdimillous. Our most expensive spell. Still seemingly wasn't enough. Let's use Ron's second most expensive spell, which is also not enough. And Ron is now double poisoned. He's taken 10. I mean, it is nice that since it's only one bat, he could either poison or attack me. Because I'm like imagining if there are like 2 or 3, then it'll be like freaking impossible. And Ron levels up, which is pretty good. I noticed he didn't get any additional magic points. He did get some more stamina, though. So maybe that's like a difference between Harry and Ron. Harry's probably going to get more max magic, but like Ron can do that, which seems really nice. Let's Flipendo duo this ghoul, I think his name was. I don't think I need to Informus this guy. I miss. Harry's almost out of magic. Gonna Flipendo this guy. Wait. Hold on. I could have used my big spell with Ron. Alright, this is the last of Harry's magic. It better actually freaking hit. There it is. Alright, and then hopefully Vermilius should be enough. Perfect. 14 experience and an anti-paralysis potion, which is pretty good. This isn't my Volt. I guess we'll have to keep looking. I'm assuming there's more like just random crap up here. You receive a Wiggenweld Grand Potion. Nothing in there. Are you Harry's Vault? I wonder what's in this vault. Since it isn't mine, I guess I'll never know. Alright then, there's a boss fight. However, I don't think Grip Hook went that way, so let's not challenge this guy if I don't have to. I guess I'll Informus the giant rat. Because, I mean, what else is Harry really going to do? Now, the issue is there are 2 bats that can poison. And the giant rat is doing like 20 damage to me. First, let's see what the giant rat does. If he has any weaknesses. He's weak to our big ticket spells. Alright. Well, it looks like Ron is going to Verdimillous the big guy. And then Harry is just going to power himself up with a pepper-up potion that we bought. I said with a pepper-up potion that we bought. Perfect. 14 damage is not good. 14 damage is not good. All right, thank goodness. All right. Do another Verdimillous on... Here's what's going to happen. You're going to do Verdimillous on the baby bat right here. Hopefully that one... Okay. I am just going to stop talking. And that's not enough to kill. We might have to run away. We're definitely going to have to run away. Unless... Yeah, I'm just going to run away. I'm unable to escape. All right. Let's see what happens here. I don't think it was worth going for that Wiggenweld Grand if that's going to happen. So Ron's going to run away and ditch Harry. He's at 0 out of 74. Can I use a Wiggenweld? All right, I'm going to have to use a lot of them. And by a lot of them, I mean 3, but that should be fine. And I'm assuming if I can't beat the giant rat, I'm definitely not beating that boss. So let's go back down. All right, here's one giant rat. So let's steal from him. And now we will verdimillous everything. And then hopefully this should get us at least a little stronger. And then we'll use a verdimillous, which he is also weak to, but we get a critical hit, so it doesn't matter. I was going to say it was going to do a little less damage, probably. There's one of our Wiggenweld potions that we got back. All right, here's a bat. I got to say, I'm loving this steal move. It just seems so satisfying. All right, so I remember last time that bat was not taking like any damage from, what's it called, from verdimillous. Let's try a Flipendo Duo. There we go. That's where the damage is done. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Flipendo Uno right there. He's still kind of alive, but one Flipendo Uno should be enough. Not if I miss. All right, fine. I didn't want to hit him anyway. See if I care. There we go. There's a Wiggenweld potion. Harry levels up. Ron is almost out of juice, but I think that's fine. Especially if, like, every encounter we're, like, stealing a Wiggenweld potion. Let's go back to where Griphook went down. All right. Flipendo Duo. There we go. Harry's at 85 max SP, by the way. Which is always really nice. Flipendo Uno. It's good that... it's a really good thing that we're not spending any magic with Ron, because I really don't want to bother with peppering him up. And I mean, if Harry levels up, Ron should level up decently soon, right? Yeah, there's the exit. Here's where Griphook went down. So I'm assuming this is where he went. All right. Verdimillous, the rat. See how much that does. Scabbers attack, the green bat, because I think that gives us a Wiggenweld potion. Can I Scabbers attack multiple people in one battle? Flipendo Duo. Kill him. There it is. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I will also say it is really nice that Ron is dead. I was going to say it's really nice that I don't have to use, like, rewinds. Because, like, I'm assuming I'll just use a pumpkin pasties on Ron here. No, I can't use a pumpkin pasties on Ron here. All right. Forget what I said. I was going to say I'm assuming... I was going to say it's nice that we don't need, like, a revive item to revive someone, like, off, like, out of battle. I assumed it would have worked in battle, but that is not the case, which I guess makes sense. Harry's poisoned. All right, Flipendo Uno, finish him off. There we go. Ron wakes up at the end of the battle, so I'm assuming he gets XP right here. I know my own vault when I see it, and this definitely isn't it. All right, then. So maybe we will have to fight that boss. Verdimillous? Wait, I forgot that didn't do anything. Ron's at 1 health right now. I think that's fine. Especially if you hit Harry instead. There we go. We're going to Flipendo Uno right here. We're going to go back to challenging that boss. Maybe after we both level up. Probably after we both level up. This isn't... wait. I wonder what's in this vault. Okay. Let's walk around this guy. Let's see how we're doing for level ups. I need 100... I need 10 more experience on Ron. And then I need, like, 31 more experience on Harry. I could level up Ron pretty easily. Flipendo Uno. I think I'm not going to bother with the Scabbers attack right here because I don't want Ron to faint again. But it's going to happen. All right, Flipendo Uno. And then I guess we will see how that boss fight is. Ron should be leveling up. No, Ron is 1 experience short, so we're going to have to do 1 more battle. Not against these guys. Run away. Okay, we'll do 1 more battle against a really weak opponent. Level up Ron, power Harry up with potions and stuff. And then challenge the boss. That's going to be what we do. Okay, so you're going to do that first. All right, I'm going to have to just power everyone up. This is miserable. Read these potions. I have 9 Wiggle potions. I might as well just keep the keep the potions flowing. Oh, wait, no. Keep the potions on Ron. No, keep the potions on Harry flowing. Ron's going to level up anyway. That's how it's going to work. Because Harry is not close to leveling up. Ron is. Okay, Flipendo Duo right here. How much is that going to do? 15's pretty good. We're going to use Scabbers attack. Back rat. Alright, you miss, which is perfect. You hit Ron, which is not perfect, but I guess it's nice that... It's nice that Ron doesn't die in 1 hit again. We're just going to use the free attacks on Ron, though. We're going to use the free attacks with Ron, though. I should say. We're going to use the expensive attacks with Harry, and then just power him up with pepper up potions. And then, hopefully, this is a good idea. Maybe. Question mark. Who knows? Maybe I could learn verdimillous Duo right now. Like, Flipendo Duo didn't take that long to learn. They both level up, which is really good, actually. Okay. So let's go up to the boss. Everyone's at max right now, so let's just see how this works. He's going to hit for 31. All right, let's try our expensive spells first. That misses, which is not helpful in the slightest. That only did 12. which is not good, but he misses. How much is Harry going to do with a verdimillous? 13. So I guess we're just nickel and diming it here. Critical hit is really good. Let's do 1 Informus. Because I'm assuming he's not weak to what's it called? Okay, he's not weak to anything. But he resists Vermilius and Incendio. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to keep wailing on him. I'm not going to bother with these, like, cheap spells right here. Alright, that did 51 damage, which is insane, but fortunately for me, I don't think that'll matter. Because for some reason, he just keeps piling on Ron. Hopefully he doesn't stun me. Of course, now that I say that, he's probably going to do it. Or not. Try Flipendo Duo. I just want to keep the damage flowing. I should not have kept the damage flowing. Just because he doesn't technically resist it doesn't mean that it's going to do anything. Okay. I'm within, like, kill range. He's within kill range. Oh my goodness, that was close as I'll get at. There's Grip Hook. Okay, so I don't know what on earth I was saying before. Runaway. All right. Let's talk to Grip Hook. This has been a comedy of errors, and I kind of just want to get out of the bank at this point. There you are. I thought we'd never find you. I'm very relieved to see you. It's bad for business when customers vanish without a trace on bank property. Are we close to our vaults at least? Indeed we are, Mr. Potter. Mr. Weasley's vault is to your left and down the corridor. Okay, but first let's loot everything. Here we are, Ron. You don't have to come in if you don't want to. I might as well go in with you. I'm not sure I want to stay in this corridor on my own. Well, okay. Blimey, Harry, you've got a fortune in here. Really, it's not mine. I mean, it is mine, but it was Mum and Dad's. I can only take enough for school. Don't be embarrassed about how much money you got, Harry. We're friends, and that's all that matters. I think so, too. You got 300 sickles. All right. Okay, let's go find your vault, Ron. Okay, so I was originally just going to say let's do some exploration and pick up more crap from these frames. Oh no, Grip Hook's gone. I suppose we'll have to find our own way out. Okay. This must be it. I'll try the key. Yes, found it. Come on, Harry. Wow, this is nice. You got 75 sickles. There, that should do it. Now let's get out of here and hit the shops. And then, again, Grip Hook is gone, so we're going to have to find our own way out. While getting into some battles on the way, Giant Rat. Hit him with a verdimillous. Scabbers attack. Steal from the Giant Rat, actually. Tiny Rat versus Big Rat. Who will win? And Ron is dead. Ron has just been... He joined our party like once, and then it hasn't been easy for him. I'm going to continue my healing train here. Because I think I'm netting health. 13... 0. Okay. Now I can start wailing on these guys. Do that. And then Giant Rat is 1 Flipendo away. And then I'm probably going to have to heal up mid-battle. Or maybe I could just strategically die, wake up in the hospital, and then it'll be like I escaped the bank anyway, but that doesn't seem right. Like, sure, it's possible, it just doesn't seem like the morally okay thing to do. One more Flipendo Duo, and then I will deal with everything after after this. 2 Weakened Willed Potions. Harry levels up. Alright. So I don't need to power up Harry. I don't need to go down this corridor that leads to nowhere. I do need to get into this battle, however. Harry's past 100 stamina points. Seems really good. Let's Scabbers attack, and then let's just keep racking up these potions, man. Even if Ron pretty much just dies immediately, like, he's still getting me value. Which is a horrible, horrible thing to say, by the way. There we go. And if you hear anything in the background, just know I'm literally filming this in a garage. So I just want to let that little caveat be known. But that's not important. Alright, let's do Flipendo Duo. 2 Flipendo Duos should be enough. I said 2 Flipendo Duos should be enough. One of these days I'll get this I'll get this menu down pat, but probably not today. Flipendo Duo again, because I just want to get out of here. Perfect. I will say, even with the extra party members, these battles are pretty tricky. Although that could just be because we're just not leveled up and we don't have any, like, school supplies at all. I'm not ruling that possibility out, but there's the exit. Perfect. Verdimillous, go. 16 is fine. We're gonna pack rat. Perfect. Alright, how much is a Flipendo Uno gonna do? 8 is not that good. Verdimillous, because Ron is still technically alive. And, I mean, if you keep missing Harry, that's, like, basically... that's, like, the best-case scenario. Because that means Ron stays alive, which means he could do more damage. Perfect. I'm saying perfect a lot, but that's just because I'm really liking what's going on. Let's leave the bank right now. Let's talk to Griphook. Thank you for banking with Gringotts. You could visit us anytime you're in Diagon Alley. Thanks, Griphook. See you next year. You know, an ATM wouldn't do this place any harm. You know, I like that idea, Harry. Now let's figure out where this, like, hospital area is. I think I'm going to end the episode there. There it is. I see the Band-Aid. Are you a person or a statue? You're a person. Hello, lads. Shopping for school supplies, I suppose. That's a fine boy. Okay, let's heal up. I remember you from last time. I can see that you're hurt. Would you like me to heal you? Yes, please. Yes, please. What do you charge? There is no charge. It is my duty to heal all who ask. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Completely healed. There, that should feel better. And I'm assuming that works on Ron, too. Okay, that does. Explore Diagon Alley is our next quest. So we will do that in the next adventure. As always, I will save off camera. There we go.